So, during World War II, there were two sisters playing mahjong in a park. I think they might have been twins, I was never really sure, I only ever got to meet one of them. In that particular time period of the 1940s, however, there was an unusual amount of violence going on in certain parts of the world, but mahjong is a good game for distracting people. As they grew up and got old, they both became those cute little old ladies with the puffy white hair. And old people are almost just as innocent as children because old people basically outgrow maturity. Eventually, though, the girl with the glasses passed away before her sister. The one without glasses went on being an innocent old lady. She lives in a senior home now and is a little bit demented. She goes through her daily senior life and stuff, which is kind of boring, but she's also really interesting because you can tell she's experienced with life. But to be completely honest, despite her dementia, I'm pretty jealous. This girl waking up is me, and she's actually a pretty accurate depiction of myself. It's really lucky that I wear glasses, or else I'd be really hard to distinguish from all the other characters in this story. I'm currently 14 years old, meaning that I'm also a teenager, which is why most of the adults watching this right now are rolling their eyes at the superficialness of my high school life. My crushes and my schoolwork, adults like to laugh at that, but it's really not that funny. My life is serious most of the time. Every day after school, I give this old lady a flower, because she is innocent, whereas I am growing up. Therefore, it is my duty as a growing-up person to help the innocent. But once I feel that I've sufficiently defied the angsty teenager stereotype, I watch anime. Because basically, my whole life revolves around all the realities but the real one. Children can create their own little worlds and whatever by being innocent, but teenagers outgrow that innocence, and we have to create our own worlds by ignoring the real one. That next morning, I got up a little bit too late and missed the bus. I didn't tell my parents, though, because I was lazy. I called in sick and went down to my local Japanese supermarket, got a bunch of Asian snacks, then spent the rest of the day watching anime at the library. I was so proud of myself. I felt like I had cleverly traded a day in boring reality for one in the fictional world. But then I lost track of time and got home at like 7. My parents were super mad, and as a result they did some kind of thing to monitor my computer and told me I wasn't allowed to watch anime or anything else. For an entire week. I feel lonely without anime. Nobody even understands. People just pass me by unaware of my existence. But my problems are super real. So the next day I go through school, stoically enduring the cheap real world. I have to deal with having crushes on people and boring schoolwork, as opposed to streaming it on Netflix. I went to visit the old lady later to give her a flower. I kind of realized around that moment that maybe being old and demented might be kind of like watching Netflix 24/7. That night I had a dream. You know how in dreams you do stuff without really knowing why? Well, in this dream, there was a dragon and I was like a badass swords person.
That is one hell of a dragon. Looks like I have to go kill it now. But why do you have to kill it? It's not even doing anything. You wouldn't understand, Tiny Animus Spirit Guide. I'm badass now and narrating 2 voices at once. And this is my destiny. And destiny is supposed to be dramatic. You know, I don't understand you. I don't even think you understand you yourself. I think you're getting too caught up in your own mind. This is a dream after all. You don't have to kill anything.
But I want to! Crap! Old lady? School the next day was puzzling. I had to do continuous reality checks to make sure I wasn't dreaming. There are so many different realities. Sometimes I lose track of all of them in my frustration and find myself stuck back here in the real one. After school, I sat down and told her about my dream. It was kind of weird considering she had no idea who I was, but here's what I decided. The demented old lady is good at life. She can slip in and out of worlds with ease and very little confusion. I'm jealous, but I'm learning. And this, to all you adults, is the lament of the adolescent.